So in the Scholar program, we had a teacher called, forgive me for my pronunciation, D. Renzo. I don't know how it is Korean name, so I don't know how it is pronounced there. So D. Renzo was a successful teacher, so they made how he did that. What D. Renzo did was, he tracked the students using DT methodology. That is what he used, and he used an experimental digital platform called the CISA, in which he measured the growth of the projects in different levels so that they could very easily see who is succeeding and who is not, and what is the level of success they could do. And what D did in some other way also was, she was autonomous. They worked on their own, they moved up, and they got it what was needed. And most important was, she aligned herself with other teachers and department whenever it came to a knowledge-based sharing. They shared it and they asked others to share with them, and they were open for this process. This changed the very way the program functioned, and they came with extremely successful projects. This success inspired people in a very big way, and this kept going. So if you want to be a successful teacher in this kind of learning, the most important thing is to interdisciplinary teaching, transdisciplinary teaching, and alignment of subjects according to the projects in which the students will be trained or the students will take, and the syllabus need to move accordingly, otherwise we can't move up in this process. And especially having influencing networks. All these things are already there in the 7 skills. But the real thing is, in terms of education, we need to implement it in a very early age. If you don't do that, if a student is not exposed to diverse problems, he will not study diverse solutions, diverse knowledge base. Only then a diverse and transdisciplinary knowledge base will happen. Once this happens, not everything he needs to know by himself, but at least the basic he should know, and he should know who to contact when needed also. So this is the right way to move this program, and these were the takeaways of D. Renzo. Of course, we know him, don't we? After this study, after this experience of this KO program, the author or the teacher, he went to one of his students' father, the famous CEO, David Wiley. So they sat with the interview with Lee, and they asked him what were the things which he was looking up to, what were the kind of employees, workers, technicians that he is looking up to. So when this question was asked, David Lee was answering in terms of autonomy in work. David was dismissing the clerical work and clearly saying, I need people to share my dream. I need people to imagine from the place where I left it and bring it to life. He was speaking about transforming those papers into presentations and presentation into actual matters. So the projects were taken from him. He, as a CEO, believed his job is to set the direction straight for the company. Once they fix to the challenge, once they fix to the project, he wants his employees to pick up the pace and work accordingly, not expect and looking back all the time for a guidance. Rather be autonomous and can move forward and do that. When David Lee was giving this interview, he pointed out one of the interesting case studies, or one thing that happened. There was about the